Hi, my name is Baylee Steele, and this is my Teen Driving Issues project for Miss Natalie Swan's Florida Virtual School Driver's Ed course. My topic is cell phones while driving, so I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I feel like texting while driving has become a big problem with teens nowadays. I mean, teens are so dependent on text messaging, it's crazy. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, even I text so much. Like, it's probably not even healthy. Um, so, but I mean, I have to wonder, what did people do before cell phones or even before text messaging? I mean, text messaging hasn't been around that long. I mean, 5, 6 years. So, at some point, there was a teenager, a 15-year-old, who had a cell phone, who didn't have texting. What did they do? I don't know. So, I mean, you have to put the cell phone away. Like, that's just cold, hard truth. I mean, why are we so attached to it? I mean, it's just a phone. Nothing magical. But, I mean, is your text really that important? Like, seriously. I mean, what are you even talking about that's that important? I mean, my texts aren't that interesting. My texts aren't that important. So, I mean, is it that important that you would risk your life for it? Or risk taking someone else's life? Or ruining someone else's life? So, I mean, you have to sit down and think about how your life would be affected if you were hurt in an accident. So, say I got in a car accident. I wasn't doing anything wrong, but the person behind me, next to me, whatever, was texting while driving. And they hit me. So you have to think about how would your life be affected if you got hurt. So when I sat down and started really thinking about it, I was like, well, not only would, my life be affected because, I'd be the one that was hurt. My parents would be affected because they would have to be taking care of me and having to pay the hospital bills and whatever else. But, my friends would be affected. And then, I'm a competitive cheerleader. I'm an all-star cheerleader. And so I stunt and jump and tumble, all that. So if I was hurt and I wouldn't be able to do that, then I would have to quit my team. So not only would I be affected and my family be affected, but the 32 other girls who I'm on a team with be affected. And then my 3 coaches would be affected. And then my whole gym would be affected. I mean, it's a big deal if you get hurt. I mean, you got to think about it like that. And I mean, that's just if I got hurt, not even considering if I died. I mean, and that's like cold, hard truth. I mean, I don't want to sit here and think about, oh, you're going to die. But I mean, you have to think about that. Like, put yourself in someone else's shoes. Imagine if someone hit you and killed you. How would you feel? Well, I don't know if you'd be feeling much because you'd be dead. So, you just have to think about that before you decide to text while drive. Is it really that important? So, I mean, the next question is obviously, how can we fix this? And I mean, when you start trying to fix the problem, you get down to it's like, distractions while driving is the main problem. It's not just cell phones, it's distractions. And I mean, everything is a distraction. I mean, you may not even realize it's a distraction, but it's a distraction. It's like, you're listening to the radio, you have someone in the car, you're talking to them, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're texting, I mean, I'm genuinely scared for when I start driving because I'm one of those people that I have the shortest attention span. Like, I'm worried I'm just going to be driving, do, ooh, shiny, boom, tree. Like, no one else is even involved and I just hit a tree because that's just how I am. And I mean, hopefully that won't happen. But, I mean, it's true though. I mean, there are so many distractions that you could face while driving. I don't think you can eliminate all distractions while driving. I mean, there's always going to be something shiny on the side of the road. But, you can fix the whole texting while driving problem. And I don't know if that means making laws in states that prohibit texting while driving. I mean, right now only 39 states have laws that do prohibit texting while driving. I mean, I think all states should have a law that prohibits texting while driving. And I mean, no states have a law that prohibits just general cell phone use. So, I mean, no state has a law that prevents cell phone use. That baffles me. I think the main problem is texting. Because, I mean, you don't realize, just you're sitting there texting and you look away for 5 seconds and your life could change, someone else's life could change. You just, I don't know. Like, I don't think kids realize the responsibility of driving. And I mean, I don't know how we're going to make them realize. I mean, I don't know if I even realize the responsibility of driving. I mean, I'm sitting here talking about it and about how we got to make kids realize the responsibility of driving. Well, I don't know that I realize the responsibility of driving. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I'm sitting there accepting the fact that I think that I'm a safe enough driver to put myself on a road with other people. I mean, that's a lot to think about. I mean, 18% of car crashes in 2010 were reported as distraction-affected crashes. So 18% of 100% of crashes had something to do with a distraction, whether that be a radio or your cell phone or a person or something shiny. I don't even know. But 18%. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you I know everything there is to know about texting while driving, because I don't. I mean, there's probably so much more data and statistics that I didn't even research, that I didn't even find, that are out there about texting while driving. And I mean, someone may have an answer out there. I don't know. But I mean, I don't have the answer. I don't know if anyone else has the answer. But we need to figure out the answer, because I mean, obviously we can't just sit here and, okay, text while drive. Be safe, because that's not safe. People are getting hurt all the time from this. So we have to figure out an answer. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if the answer is laws. I don't know if the answer is putting like a device in cars that scrambles text messages or cell phones. I know they make those. I don't know. But I feel like me sitting here rambling about it isn't helping. I feel like everyone needs to do something. And I don't know if that means bringing awareness to your community or making a YouTube video, sitting down and talking about it, talking about how it would affect your life if you were taken away or if someone you love was taken away. So just before you get behind the wheel, sit down and honestly think about it. Is a text message worth your life or someone else's life? That's all I have to say. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that it brought some awareness to texting while driving. So, bye! I can't talk. What was I saying? And of course my gym, my cheer gym, the whole gym would be affected if they lost me. Wow, that sounds like really vain.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me